Good day, Mrs. Barrera, and to all of you. Today, we are going to conduct an interview regarding the subtask profiling. And these are the following topics covered. Principles of social responsibility, developing a sense of social responsibility, work ethics relating to administrators and colleagues, balancing work and family, managing finances, and lastly, relating to the community. I am Mikhel, the leader of this group, followed by my members, Januel, Gregor, Bondad, um, Pjay Corral, Cardino, Kenneth Dalde, Daniel Angelo Lava, Jerome Gecha, Raven Diamante, and Arjay Maningas, and lastly, Micaela Manaloto. And we are going to start the interview. Um, let's just wait for this a second.
Hello.
Hello po.
Hello
Good
po.
evening po.
Good evening
Good
po.
Good evening po. Good evening.
And now we are going to proceed with the questions or the questionnaire. It will start with RJ Maningas. RJ?
Hello po. Good evening po. My question is, in your opinion, what is the role of your company in terms of social responsibility?
Okay, before I answer that question, let me introduce myself first. So good evening, everyone. I am Mary Jane Senit. I am currently working as an events manager at Confluence Asia Marketing. We are into events and PR services. Okay, so to answer that question, we are into, as I have said, we are into events and PR. So most of the time, we also conceptualize theme and communications for our clients. I think this is where we inject social moral. No? Our company's role, I think, in social responsibility is through communications. Okay, we have a good platform in events and PR to extend specific social awareness. For example, I am proud of one of our concept for our longtime client. We conceptualize a free basic training and seminars for basic traffic signs and simple safe driving rule seminars for young kids age 4 to 12. Okay. Our objective for that is at a young age, these kids would be an ambassador for a safe driving environment. So we started that campaign 2018 and we are now in our fourth year and we already have 3,000K plus ambassadors nationwide. So these kids, pag lumaki sila, since at young age natutunan na nila yung basic traffic rules and the safety protocols no, sa road, I think paglaki nila, magagamit nila yon. So I think that's one of the isang nagawa naming campaign na may social responsibility. Yeah.
Okay, thank you for that wonderful answer. The following question will be conducted by Mr. Cardino.
Good evening po. For the second question po, as a socially responsible person and as a boss, how do you treat your employees?
Good evening, Von. Well, in our company, I think we treat them naman fairly, no? We have a very good salary grade for them with paid sick leave and vacation leave. We also have health cards for each. They also have 13th month pay, especially now that Christmas is coming. That's every year. And every event, we have an additional cash incentives for each of them. So I think masaya naman sila sa company namin.
Okay, thank you po.
Thank you.
Okay, for moving on For the now the question is related to the developing a sense of social responsibility, followed um by who?
By me. I'm
By
Pjay Corral, ma'am. Good evening po.
Hi, good evening, Pjay.
The first question is, how did you come up to this line of work? Have you developed any new skills and experiences alongside with this job?
Okay. I am a graduate of computer science. So maybe some of you would, ay, bakit computer science si ma'am? Why is she into events? Okay, so let me, I'll tell you a short story about it. When I was in Bohol, I had this paraket lang ng mga events. So I was very happy with the outcome, plus very happy with the pay. So when I got back here in Manila, a job offered for events came, so I grabbed it. So now I'm at my 11th year in the company. Ano ba yung mga na-develop kong new skills and experiences along this job? I think isa sa mga na-develop na skills ko dito is yung management skills, because managing an event is a truly parang in a rush kami lagi, no? So I've learned to manage my anger, and I've learned to manage the preparation. I've learned to manage yung wala kang tulog sa events kasi, no? So also, since I'm the manager, I always do the post-event report. So sa computer science before kasi, there's no such thing naman as post-event report. No? We usually do mga programming. But in my job now, I really have to develop that skills. I think I developed it kasi most of my clients would say na the reports are good. So yeah.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Now for the next question. What events in your previous school experience stand out as helpful to learning, rewarding, enhancing your self-image and positive, and or hurtful and impeding learning?
Okay. Sino nga ulit yung nagko-question? Si PJ ba ulit? Okay.
Ako, ma'am. Ako po rin.
Okay. I am a proud graduate of a public school, but I was a scholar then. So, pag scholar ka, you have to maintain a certain grade. Alam niyo naman yan, for me to be able to continue my scholarship. So, that part of me, being diligent, when I was in college, is one important attributes that I think I still practice and do until now. Also, to be able to mingle or communicate to society is one great lesson that I've learned when I was still a student. Now I am using it in communicating with my colleagues and my clients. So I think those two, being diligent and the communications.
Okay, thank you for that wonderful answer. Now moving on to the work ethics relating to the administrators and colleagues, followed by who's going to
Me,
ask
Raven Diamante.
Raven.
Good evening po, ma'am. Hi po. First question po ay, how did you come up? Ay, di pala yan. How do you approach your colleagues and administrators?
Well, in events, I think in any company, you have to communicate, or you have to work with them politely and kindly. Sabi nga, we really have to be kind with everyone kasi hindi naman natin alam yung pinagdadaanan nila ng bawat isa, no? Kasi sa events, the adrenaline rush is really very, very high. So, there are times na hindi mo makokontrol yung emotions mo, yung anger mo pag hindi nakukuha ng client yung gusto nila. So, as a boss, may tendency na ilipat ko yung galit ko sa aking mga colleagues. But, of course, you always have to think, be kind, because you do not know what they are going through. So, I think that's one.
Okay, for the next question, followed by
Me.
okay, introduce yourself.
Hello, ma'am. I'm Kenneth Dalde. So
Okay.
my question for you, ma'am, is teamwork important in your field and why?
Oh yeah, definitely. So kahit na I'm the events manager, the event is not a one-man event or one-man show. I have to have a team really that's working harmoniously. For example, as a manager and I have to put up an event, of course I have to have the help of my production team kasi they will do the setup. I also have to have my technical team because they will do the technical for the programs. I also have to have my help of my bosses because of the financial support that I'll be needing. So definitely every event is a hard work team effort.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, moving on to the balancing work and family, followed by who?
Ako.
Okay.
So, good evening po, ma'am. Ako po si Daniel Lava.
Evening, Ben.
Good evening po. And my question po is, how do you manage your time with work and your family at the same time?
Um, for 2 years now, we've been working at home. So twice a week lang kami pumapasok sa office. No? So I have set a time limit for my work. Even if I'm working at home, yung time ko pa rin is strictly 9 to 6 p.m. Mag-extend lang if needed. But you know, I really have to make it a point na kahit papano. Sometimes, I will cook for them. Sometimes we go out on the weekends. So it's really important nowadays to balance that because we never know kung hanggang kailan ang mga buhay natin. So kahit medyo hardworking ako, medyo I'm ano kasi workaholic, but I see to it that I have time for my family. I only have one kid naman, so that's okay.
Thank you po, ma'am, for
Thank you
answering.
also.
For the next question, I'm Micaela Manaloto. Good evening po, ma'am.
Good evening,
On what
Michael.
days do you usually spend your time with your family?
Ayun, as I've mentioned, usually Saturday, Sunday na lang because Monday to Friday is my work. And then usually I end the work around 6 or 7 p.m. At that time, dinner na lang yung magagawa namin with family. So yeah, Saturday and Sunday. That's my family day.
Thank you po.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. For the next question, I am Mikhel Anciano. So what issues do you usually encounter in performance of your work and maintaining a harmonious family relationship?
Issues. Okay. In events preparation, sometimes I do not have sleep for straight 48 hours. So if I'm at that state na no sleep, I'm usually unreachable, I'm stubborn, I'm masingit. So you cannot talk to me. I cannot help in household chores. So my family understands that. They just let me rest, do my things, and they will do the things at home for me. So very important for us is the communication. They know me when I'm already tired, so they won't disturb me na. I think yun, communications is really an effort, especially pag sa ganitong klase ng work sa akin, to my family.
Okay, thank you for that answer, ma'am.
Sorry, may I ask, is it okay that I'm answering in Tagalog or do I have to answer in straight English?
It's totally fine as long as you're answering the question.
Okay.
Okay, moving on. We are moving on to the next topic, managing finances. Followed by, who's going to ask?
Me, maybe.
Januel, Gregor, Bondad. Okay.
Good evening po, ma'am. I'm Januel Bondad, and I have two questions for you po, ma'am.
Good evening.
Good evening. First po, how do you manage your salary in your day-to-day expenses and needs?
Every payday and every cut off, there's already a schedule for it in house bills and other bills, groceries, yan. So yeah, you really have to manage that because I'm the only one working in the family. So, the burden is all on me, especially when it comes to bills and all.
And the second question po is, do you prefer on investing your money to passive or active income to maximize your income potential?
Ako personally, I tried doing a very small business. So I think that's an active income. But I think it doesn't suit me. Hindi siya naging successful. So I tried the passive one. I bought an insurance that will eventually give an interest that eventually I can withdraw. And I also have active MP2. I don't know if you've heard the Pag-ibig MP2 savings. That is, I have to parang maglagay ng pera doon for 5 years, but after 5 years, it will incur an interest and then I can withdraw that. So after 5 years, meron na akong savings na maaasa. Medyo malaki. Well, I'm not from Pag-ibig, but as early as now kayo, if you have you can actually put some money in MP2 Pag-ibig because they're giving higher interest rate than banks. 500 lang ang minimum niyan every month. So I think yung iba sa inyo na malalaking allowances, kaya start now, as early as now, as your age as now, para pagdating ng 5 years, meron na rin kayong pera. So that's passive income. Yung nandyan lang, pero nag-incur ng interest.
Thank you po, ma'am.
Thank you.
Okay, moving on. For the last topic relating to the community, followed by Mr. Jerome Gecha.
Hello ma'am, good evening po.
Hi Jerome.
Hello po. So my question is, how do you identify yourself as a responsible member to your community po?
Okay, I don't roam around village to gossip. I'm not a marites. So, but whenever there's a need for homeowners meeting, my husband would attend, and then we will both support. We are both supporting the village's projects. We also follow community rules, and we are also paying our monthly dues regularly. So I think that's very important kasi diyan kumukuha ng budget ang ating homeowners for the projects na pwedeng gawin dito sa ating village.
So thank you for answering that question. Tsaka may next question po ma'am. So the next question is, are there any organization or activities that you engage in your community that becomes beneficial to you as a professional po?
Okay, none at the moment, but I was part of the Kakampink organization last election. Okay, we did a house-to-house campaign, and I think as a professional, that campaign teaches me to be more patient, to practice radical love. So yeah, medyo proud ako dyan, kaya kailangan kong i-insert.
So yeah. Thank you ma'am for answering the full question po. So for the closing remarks, JM?
That would be all. Thank you, and thank you for having us, Ma'am Mary Jane, and thank you for your spectacular answers. You answered all the question right on the spot. And for now, we are going to say goodbye. And this is the end. And we have covered all the topics from principles, developing work ethics, balancing, managing, and relating to the community lastly. So that would be all. Thank you everyone for everyone
Thank you so
listening to
much.
this. Thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you po, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you po.
Let Lenny lead.
Okay.
Okay.
Recording
Kailan
pa.
Januel?
Pre, wag ka umiyak, pre.
Recording pa.
Tayo na lang.
Grabe ka,
Uuwi
Januel.
na nga eh.
Recording pa.
Naka-record
Recording
pa.
pa.
Buti
Hindi,
ako, tigilan ko yung tawa ko ha.
Stop mo na, pre.
Hindi
Stop mo
talaga.
na.
Stop ko na recording.
recording?
Oh, pre.
Tanggal mo na yung recording.
Pre, kala ko iyak ka na eh.
Nakangiti lahat.
Mahirap kasi.
Nakangiti lahat kay Januel.
Napayo ako eh. Walang niya mo.
Lahat